Welcome back, friends, and gather round for another episode of Simply Walking into Mordor. As always, my name is Nauglir, and a very special welcome to you if this is your first time watching with us today. We're here sitting next to Constable Bram Ashleaf, ready to assist the people of the Lone Lands once again. And there's actually a funny little thing that's happened here. We've stolen his seat. If you know about emotes in LotRO, you can actually sit down and the seats will kind of move under you, so you sit on a seat, and apparently Bram Ashleaf's seat is one of those seats that will move to you. If we get up, it moves back under him, and then if we sit back down, we are stealing his seat once more. It's kind of a funny little thing there, but somehow Bram has learnt to hover. I won't ask him how he's done it, I'm sure it's a trade secret. But we should stop dilly-dallying and get on board with our questing. So let's turn those floating names back on so we don't get surprised by anything. We are heading to the northeast today, in around this area, around the Weather Hills, instead of down in the ruins of Minas Tirith where we were before. We're still killing goblins. We are still looking for those tabards and scabbards, but we're first going to search for some Crebain for their feathers. And so they are just up the hill here. Just take a quick drink of my beverage. Some water. Don't want to get too parched. Speaking all this time makes my voice a bit sore, but that's alright. I enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy watching it too. Alright, we found our first Crebain here. Bring down. We might switch into our single target mode, but our new deed for Bane Slayer. Single target mode, give us some more attack duration. And we'll find some more birds. They should be all around here. And in our single target mode, we should be well equipped to deal with them effectively. Alright, here is one of them. This is also helping us build our deeds that are centered around our single target line, so no harm at all there. We're going to find 5 more of these birds. They're just centered around this hill here. We'll be able to find plenty. Yep, I can see at least 4 more, so that is all that we need. Let's grab this one, bring him down quickly. And then we can get into the good stuff. Orcs and goblins, that's what we like to slay. There we go. Brought that Crebain down with ease. These, of course, not very strong creatures. They're just a swarm level of creature. And so they go down quite quickly. Alright, we're going to head up here and get this last bird over here. Because we are heading towards a bit further north here where there should be some orcs wandering the hills as well for our orc shields. The Constable Bram's quest, noble deeds. Alright, hope you guys have enjoyed the bit of changed scenery that we've had, that we've experienced here in the Lone Lands. It's a bit of a difference to Breeland, the lush green, compared to this kind of desolate waste that the Lone Lands are. It is a welcome change. Nice to see new things, different parts of Middle-earth, and definitely very nice to be playing around this landmark that is Weathertop. Weathertop, of course, the old Anorian watchtower, Amon Sul, is its name in the old language. And that is, of course, where Gandalf did battle with the Nazgul, and then Frodo and the rest of the hobbits, along with Strider, also did battle with the Nazgul there before fleeing to Rivendell. So we found our first orc here. They're just wandering the hills around Weathertop. Should get our deed for Orc Slayer. There we go. Here's another orc. We collected our first orc shield. I think they must have increased reliability on these drops and these quests. I have done them another time recently with some of these quests I've run through just recently on a hunter, And I also was the drops were very consistent then also. So I think they might have done some work on the quests around here, making them a bit more reliable and consistent with those drops, because you used to have to find 5 or 6 or 7 orcs to get just the shield that you needed, but it seems now that the 4 is enough. We found an exploration deed to explore Weathertop. We will definitely complete that at some point in the future. Not an easy deed to complete. And our last... Oh, we've got 3 orcs at once. That's okay. Not really equipped for this sort of battle. We are in our single target mode. So, we're building up our fervor as fast as we can to get those big strike skills off and finish off these orcs. Build up some more fervor. Here. See if we can use brutal strikes. There we go. Alright, and we brought him down. And we have the number of shields that we need, which is very helpful indeed. Alright, we are going to mount up briefly and ride down the hill to find whoever owns this pendant. So we're going to do this quest, a Polish Pendant. Well, remember we found this little necklace on the body of a goblin way back at the start of last episode. And now we are going to find the owner of this pendant. And we will find him down here in this little goblin camp. This is also where we're finding food barrels and our goblin tabards and scabbards for this round through the quests. So let's clear out these goblins. Oh, there's quite a few on us. We probably should be in our AoE mode, but we'll have to deal with what we've got. Build up some fervor so we can get off our bracing attack skill. Keep us healed. We are losing a bit of health, that's alright. Get down these ranged ones. Get stunned, but that's alright, we can blood rage out of it. And brought down another one. Should be quick work from here. These are a bit more difficult for Bane, as you can see. Have double the health. Alright. Almost down. There we go. Critted on that last remorseless strike there. Okay, so let us change into our area of effect mode. That way we are a bit more well equipped to deal with multiple goblins at once. Here's Pengale. He's been held captive by the goblins, and that's not very good at all. He is actually the owner of this pendant, so we're going to speak to him in a second, give him his pendant back, and then we will deal with getting him out of here. So let's complete this first quest.
I don't know anything.
Yep, the goblins took the pendant from you. And
I don't know if you can
now
help
we're going
me.
to go back to the Forsaken. We need to free Pengale, but he's missing his sword, which his father gave to him. And so we're going to look in all these crates, or he's going to look in all these crates, and not find his sword, of course, until the very end. And it's actually just over there where he finds his sword. But we are going to go through the whole goblin camp first, looking, of course, as video games are wont to do. It gives us a bit of an opportunity to do the rest of our quests. We have foul-smelling draft to goblin barrels to add, and also tabards and scabbards that we need to acquire. Alright, our area effect skills really benefiting us here. Getting our blade storm off. There we go. We brought down that goblin and warg with ease. Just going through the lowlands quests here. The real aim just being to level up. These quests are fairly stock standard. Pretty regular old quests. Pengale's got arrested. I don't know what from. He really didn't get hurt at all there. I don't know what you're complaining about. Let's check out this deed. Yep, we've got a couple more deeds that we have unlocked. Oh, we found a goblin lobber. He has chucked some fire down the ground. I don't want to stand in that Pengale. Oh well. This lobber's going to throw more fire. We cannot interrupt him just yet. We are working our way towards getting our clobber skill, which is the champion interrupt. But we are not quite there yet. Alright. He still hasn't found his sword. We're going to grab up a bunch of goblins, make sure we get all the tabards and scabbards that we need, and fight over here with Pengale at this spear thrower here. That's the normal strategy, if you haven't noticed already, is if you find a ranged enemy that you end up grabbing all the melee ones around and then fighting at that ranged enemy. So bring everyone together, because of course the ranged enemies will not follow you around as easily as the melee ones will, because they can just sit back and chuck spears to your shit out of them. But we've got our goblin tabards and scabbards, which is very helpful indeed. Now we just need to find Luz, the goblin packmaster, and he should be around here somewhere. Can't quite see him at the moment. I'm sure he's here somewhere. I think this is him. Yes, Luz, I found you, mate. You are no longer going to elude me. We're going to use Fight On, and we're also going to use Bracing Attack to give us some health back. And then, before Pengale runs too far off, we are going to deal with these dwarves and Luz himself. Bring him down, hopefully quickly enough so he doesn't heal everyone. We brought another guard onto ourselves. Use Battle Frenzy again. Give us some more fervor, letting us use even bigger blade attacks. Luz is making a run for it, and we caught him in our Raging Blade. Very good indeed. Okay, just bring down this last guard, and then we'll go catch up with Pengale, who is, looks like he's in combat with a warg over there. Alright, we also don't have the ability to remove wounds from ourselves. That one will get rid of itself if we're out of combat for a short time, which we indeed are. We found the warg that Pengale is fighting. We're going to use Bracing Attack to give us a bit of health back. And then bring this warg down. Alright, Pengale. Oh, we've leveled up! Look at that! That kind of crept up on me. I do realise that, yeah, we got pretty close last episode before we finished off. Well, when we were finishing off all those quests, we got pretty close to level 24. And level 24 has given us a new skill, Merciful Strike. Now, Merciful Strike's a bit of an interesting skill. It does a lot of damage. It's only able to be used on enemies under 20% health. So it's kind of a put you out of your misery strike, I guess. That's the mercy that it's talking about there. But it does remove 5 amount fervor, and I think, let's have a look here, see if there's a damage bonus for having full fervor. Yeah, there definitely is. So it does way more damage the more fervor you spend on it. Let's use it here. You see 355 without a crit. That is quite a lot of damage. It'll be the biggest single target hit that we have by far if we use full fervor. But it is a bit restricted because you can only use it on a target that has less than 20% health, which is not super useful for our purposes. It'll be useful. It's especially useful in instances with enemies that have lots and lots of health, so that below 20% there's still lots remaining, so using that big hit will be definitely useful in getting them down even further than just 20%. We're going to move this just up to here. We're not going to use it that often in combat, so I'm just moving it out of the way a bit. Alright, Pengale, I think this is where your sword is, and then we can get out of here. We've got a remote quest, Destination North Downs, another one of these vector quests. We're not actually going to complete this quest. We're not going to do the North Downs. We are going instead to go to Evendim after we finish these quests here in the lowlands, as that is a bit faster to do. But that is going to be all. Pengale is telling us to leave, head back to Anlaf the Forlorn, who is the tavern keeper, the Forsaken Inn, and apparently we can have what Pengale had in his room. That's very nice of you. But yes, that is going to be all for this quest. We've completed it, and now we can return home to Ananlos, which is the region we're in now, but that milestone is obviously right there at the Forsaken Inn. So we'll be heading straight there. Okay, just outside again, outside the Forsaken Inn, Belinda Rosewater, just task board there. Alright, again, we're not really doing tasks. I rather sell those for silver. The extra experience is not really necessary, and the reputation is pretty minimal. So we're going to open our silver present, because it is a new day. And we found a tiny pile of silver scraps, giving us 600 silver, which is, as you can see, 1/3 of our total earnings to date.
What do you
so
need?
That will be a definite bonus to us. Let's see if anything here is worth grabbing. We can use the spear. It won't be quite as good. 0.3 DPS increase is not enough to justify removing that might. Now, spears are a bit of a special weapon. I might just explain quickly. They are single-handed, so you can use an offhand weapon with a spear, but spears must be equipped in your main hand. So you have to have them in your main hand weapon, which means you can't really have a spear, and you don't really want your spear to be a weaker of your two weapons, because you do more damage on your main hand, and more of your skills are based off your main hand damage. So you want your main hand weapon to be the highest damage of all of your weapons. Alright, let's see if any of these pieces of equipment are any good at all. It doesn't look like it. Let's just quickly check the reinforced leather. Getting a quest to go to Deputy Osman, who's the constable's deputy. He is with Brother Hunolf over in the other side of Minas Ariel, and that is where we'll be going next. Let's have a quick look-see at this reinforced leather armor. Not good. No, that's definitely worse. Case could be made for that, but not really. Don't really want to remove might for vitality, and we've already got the boots there. So let's just find the one that's worth the most. They're not worth very much at all. This jacket is going to be best for us. Okay. Now, we've also found a little loot box here. I wonder when we found that. Did we find it today? I'm not sure. I must have missed it. Anyway, we do have it in our inventory, which is quite helpful. These Barrow Ironbound loot boxes can range from level 10 all the way up to level 105, and they contain some nice goodies. Now, because of how long and how old my account is, we did get 4 sturdy steel keys. Usually you need to buy a key or find a rare drop, which we have done. We found a non-bound one. Find a rare drop on landscape to open these boxes. And they're definitely worth opening because they could give us a weapon of great power. So we're going to open it with one of our bound sturdy steel keys. Level 20 box, so it should have a level 20 equipment in it. And that is great. Look at that. That is exactly what we wanted to find. We found a crafted sword of savagery. It has 24.8 DPS on it. It's a two-handed sword, but that's okay. Gives us an incredible amount of might, 33 might, as well as 216 critical rating and 216 physical mastery. That is an amazing weapon, so we are definitely going to equip that there. Of course, because it is a two-handed sword, our cosmetic weapons are now removed, but that's alright. We will use our two-handed sword with pleasure. It is incredibly powerful. Hope you can see that I'm excited by that. And we've also found a universal toolkit out of that box. That's quite a useful piece of equipment. This universal toolkit basically is every crafting tool that you could possibly need, so we might as well just equip that just in case we're going to do some crafting. Speaking of crafting, I'll just quickly sort out our inventory here so it doesn't get too messy and jumbled up. Just chuck them all our crafting pieces just down here so that we don't accidentally sell them off, and so they can just accrue while we are out here in the middle of nowhere. Quickly lock all these as well. I'm stoked about getting that sword, guys. It is an incredible weapon, and it's exactly what we wanted. It's a bit of a luck of the draw type of situation with opening loot boxes. Sometimes you don't get what you're looking for, and you might even get something that's agility or will based, and so we got very lucky there with that two-handed massive damage sword.
Can't you leave me
all right.
to my misery?
On that note, let us continue receiving our rewards. Looks like we've got a better bow here. It's giving us some vitality, and it's quite helpful. We might use that. We'll see if there's anything else that's better. These boots, not really convinced. Not enough might to overput that vitality bonus, so we'll get the bow and equip that. Alright, finished Aranora's quest. Got another bounty to hand in, get another scroll case. Just collecting them at the moment, and our third way through the bounties. We've completed our Quests of the Lone Lands deed, it looks like. So we've got ourselves another charity point. And that reminds me, it's probably a good time to have a look at our virtues. Also got some LotRO points there as a reward for that. We've got our second race slot unlocked, but we haven't unlocked any other race traits, so we're going to have to wait a bit for that. We do have our last virtue slot unlocked, so it's a good thing I checked. And it looks like here we've got a point of justice that we can put into that slot. We haven't earned any others yet. But look at that. Charity's at level 4, giving us quite a big bonus to resistance and physical mitigation. That'll be quite helpful. Alright, next level, of course, we're going to get our 10th trait point, giving us a increased damage on rend and the max number of stacks its bleed can have. That'll be very helpful for us, especially in those area of effect conflicts that we get into. Alright, handing in this other bounty for the second time, and we'll pick it up again for our third and final go.
May I speak with you?
Getting this
Woe to me.
quest finished. I think this might-based medium armor is level 15. It's going to be even worse than the other stuff. Oh, this is level 22. Okay, this is better. So we can hopefully find that those gloves are better, if nothing else. Yeah, we'll get the gloves because they are better than what we were wearing. Let's see if we've actually found any little pieces of gear in our quests. Killing all those goblins, but doesn't look like we have. And the Goblin Packmaster, yes, we finished that quest. We killed Luz. We did it with ease. Alright. Deal gone sour. Pengal said we could have anything from his room. And it looks like he has some decent stuff here. And this bracelet is going to be actually better than our second bracelet, so let's use that. Alright. Haven't got many great pieces of gear in recent times, but we've got enough to get by. So we're going to ride now to the next quest hub, which, as you can see here, we've got two quests. My brother Hunolf and my deputy. Those are both vector quests to the next quest hub, which is just around here. Yeah, just following the road around, going into a bit of a pass on the other side of the ruins. We will be questing again in Minas Ariol, and then on to Ostgurud through over here. On the way, guys, I think we might get back into looking at our stats on our character sheet. We haven't done this in a while, but I think we do have time to look at one or two of these before we go. I think we were up to incoming healing. We did do crit defense, I'm pretty sure. So incoming healing, this is another one of these stats that is only gained by raw bonuses from your gear. It's not gifted by any of the main stats, and so you just need to build it up if you want it. Incoming healing, as it says there, increases the amount of morale which is healed by a certain percentage. Of course, we've got 0. We've got no incoming healing, and so we are not benefited by that at all. But when we do hit level 45 and gain our legendary items, to start off with, we will get our Champion's Rune, which does give us a bonus to incoming healing as its main stat. So that will be helpful for us, getting us a bit of extra healing. That, of course, will impact bracing attack, fight on, all those sorts of things, giving us a bit of extra health from our self-heals, as well as anyone who decides to heal us in instances. So that is obviously a good stat to build up. Alright, we are here at the Eglain camp on the other side of Minas Ariol. And we are a friend to the Eglain, yes. Alright, let's finish this quest. We've been sent by your brother, and you have plenty of quests for us.
Will you let me speak my piece?
The goblins came into Minas Ariol, and they slew many people. There are many corpses down in the valley, and so we're going to burn those corpses so that they cannot be defiled. We're also going to collect treasures, old treasures of the Eglain. We're going to collect the statue of the maiden, which has been stolen by a goblin. And we're going to destroy spiders who are in the valley beneath the ruin. If you remember, last episode we rescued Leah Fwenna, and she mentioned that the valley was much too dangerous. We have grown in power, and we are ready to take it on.
Might I have a word with you?
Now, this old mugwort here, he has... he's decided that he wants some lynx meat. So we're going to go find some lynx meat and also get their hides to make some more blankets. So people here seem to like blankets. It seems like this would be a hot place, not a cold place. Not really sure why they need so many blankets. Anyway, this is Deputy Osmond, and so Constable Bram has sent us to help him, and he's got a quest for us to defeat Nishruk, who is the head goblin inside the ruins of Minas Ariol. We just have a couple more minutes here to finish off the episode, and so I think what we'll do is we'll just go and kill those lynxes that old Mugmort wanted us to kill, and they're just off to the east here, a bit further away than the other quests. The other ones are all in Minas Ariol, and we can do that next episode. Just to finish off this episode, let's go find some lynxes. Alright, they should be coming up around here. got some half-orcs and some goblins around. Got some Crabane. Who else? Can we see a lynx? Aha! We found one, a brush hunter. And this is a good time to test out our new blade. We should be seeing some really big numbers coming out of our damage here. Heaps of damage there, and 420 non-critted. That's even bigger than Merciful Strike was before. Let's see if we can actually get a Merciful Strike off with full fervor. That would be exciting because this new sword, it's two-handed, so we're going to see even more damage than before. Alright, see if we can find any lynxes. It looks like there's just a bunch of half-orcs here, which is a bit annoying. Maybe we'll have to go up to the road a bit. I think I can see one. Oh, we've got a birdie on us. Let's build up some fervor on this bird, so that for the lynx we should be able to use Merciful Strike with full fervor, which will be very exciting indeed. Alright, that's 4 fervor. Get him below 20% health. Can we do it without killing him? Come on. And how much? 537 damage. That is power. We have really come into our own here with this two-handed blade that we got from that loot box. Man, I'm stoked about that. I can't get over it. It is very handy indeed. So we are going to be using that to great effect in the ruins of Minas Ariel, fighting off hordes of goblins with ease. Alright. That is 3 lynxes down. And I'm just looking around here. As I said, guys, the last time I did these quests was with a hunter. And of course, hunters have tracking skills, so they can just look around the ground and find the closest lynx. Champions, no such luck. Aha, I think we see one in the distance there, walking on the hill. Definitely get him down quickly. Right. Bring up one more fervor so we can use Remorseless Strike. Can we crit with it? No, just 386 damage. That'll be alright. Okay. There's another one on the other side of this hill here. Just tab selecting him, even without seeing him. Alright, can we bring him down? Yeah, oh, 887. This is really, really getting out of control now. We'll be pumping out the damage. Okay. Can we find some more lynxes? We need 3 more. They seem to be pretty scarce. Sometimes they're seem to be pretty common, but maybe they're pretty scarce. Here's one. See if we can pop him with our bow before he goes over the side. We missed, but still got his attention. Yelled him just for good measure. And a Remorseless Strike to finish him off, surely. There we go. Alright, 2 more. These lynxes are proving quite difficult to find. They're pretty scattered, I guess. Here's another one. Alright. Just one more to find after this. And we found him. There's one just on the other side of this one. Should finish up our quests. Alright. Get this last one. And then we'll ride back to the ruins to the Blame Camp. And we can hand these quests in at the beginning of next episode, I think. But yes, guys, with that, filling our last links for this quest, for those 2 quests actually, that will be all for today. I hope you really have enjoyed the episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like this episode of Simply Walking into Mordor, please do leave a like. It really helps out the views on the channel, so that will be very helpful indeed if you could do that. And also, leave a comment down below if you have any suggestions about what you'd like to see in the series. Little things around Middle-earth we can go explore. I'd love to show off as much of this game as we can on our way to 115. So, with that, guys, that's going to be all for today. It has been a pleasure playing with you, and I will see you tomorrow.